is a damn hard pill to swallow. I'm reaching out, but all I feel is hollow. I wanna make you work, but all I do is make you worse. The truth is a damn hard pill to swallow. Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna work it out? Don't you wanna love me better now? Don't you wanna fix our problems? Baby, I can show you how. Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna work it out? Don't you wanna love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna fix our problems? Baby, I can show you how. Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna come on over? Don't you wanna work it out? Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me now? Don't you wanna fix our problems? Baby, I can show you how. Don't you wanna love me better, love me better, love me floating through the clouds. All it emerges from the
Go, go, go.
side. Place to take me close, seems so far away. Across the universe, she lives another day. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. so far away. I know the reason she's changed. I know the reason she's so far away.
Green light, give it all you got.
I never had the chance to run, leave behind the said and done, figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can ignore. I'm not getting what I came here for. Gotta get ahead of something more. So I think I found a new way out, way beyond the shadow doubt. 'Cause I can't breathe, and I guess I could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But I'm doing this for me. Give it up, baby, I'm not fooling anyone. Always going on and on. Can't you keep it to yourself for once? Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do, I do for me. don't know. Is that true? People fear the silence with things they think they know. Baby, that's why I just be free and let it all go. Let's go. I don't care what you say, it's true. Don't matter to me, 'cause I want you. Everybody has got their own view. I know they cannot see what I do. So don't wonder what I got into. What I get into. Oh, but then he's smiling, but inhibitions fade. No point in trying. I know I can keep away. No, I don't care what you say. It's too good. Don't matter to me, 'cause I want you. Say it's true, don't matter to me, I want you.
Take my hand and we'll go away to a different place. Float on air and we'll hide away. I'll be your escape. Look up and feel the shifting winds tossing us around again. Hold tight, get ready to begin and just levitate. No control over where we go, but we don't care to know. Ignorance is bliss.
All right, guys, welcome. It is round 2 of Odyssey Racing League's GT Europe here. I believe it's season 10. I was saying it was season 11 for a while, but no, it's season 10. We are at Circuit of the Americas on board with Juragulis, just doing an outlap right now. Nobody's got any time. This quality literally just started, but as a nice livery he's got there, I'll say that. I'm joined in the booth by Will Seward. You'll probably remember him from last week, but yeah, a lot of exciting racing going. Will, how you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I think last time I was on Circuit of the Americas was on Wednesday when I was doing my race, and it was actually much smaller. It was only about 23 cars or so, and then there was that includes the mix of GT3, GT4. So I'm excited. We have nearly 40 cars on the track this time, and these are all GT3, correct? I'm not mixing that up.
Yep, yeah, they are all GT3. It is a mixed class, so we have pros, AMs, and rookies all on the field. So little chaotic in that sense, but at least they're all in cars that are, of the same performance level.
Exactly. So yeah, super excited to see this race and see what happens.
Absolutely. Full grid makes for excitement. Here you see Smith Adams following, oh wait, I think it's Smythe Adams. Yeah, Smythe Adams following Juragulis pretty closely, but I think he's backing off now as they get ready to start their laps. No, that's always one thing that comes into play, especially with so many cars on track here, because you can't overtake anybody on a valid lap, so making sure you've got space to not catch the car ahead of you, but not impede the car behind you.
They're trying to find the balance, so focusing on getting my time or focusing on getting your own time, but also don't want to get too good. You want to make sure that you're spaced out correctly. Don't get into issues there. I know at Donington it was an absolute mess trying to get enough space on such a small track.
Down through the hairpin. Man, that back straight is where you can really make or break your lap time. You enter into that. If you don't carry enough speed down the start, because it's such a long straight, you can end up losing almost a whole second just on that straightaway, and there's really nothing you can do to make it back up because it's just flat out the entire time.
Yeah, when you watch the Delta go up there, it just feels brutal.
Yeah.
You know that you went through that hairpin into that back straight long, and you have to live with those consequences for the next 20 seconds, it feels.
Yeah. All right, we got our first lap on the board, a 2:06 nearly flat. That's going to be lightning quick. Smythe Adams right behind him, only a 1/10 of a second. Although my table, and then since then we've got 2 cars come across the line, so you'll see that on your timing table. Things getting pretty exciting there. I mean, looking at those timings, so you got 2:05.4 now as the leader, that's an esports level time. That's insanely fast. And there's what, 4 cars within a second, half a second of that?
Yep.
5 cars within a second of that? 6 cars? 5 cars. So, some very competitive racers here as we find another car to hop on board with. Let's get someone else starting their lap. Where's the line here? On board with Maruis Tam. Just came across the line at 13th place.
Yeah, these are all top 15 are all sub 210s. And a good mix of classes there too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Good mix of classes. And I was looking, I mean, good mix of cars. I mean, lots of Porsches, lots of McLarens, which is kind of what you expect. Not as many Lamborghinis as in the other divisions. Frida shouts out for Forsblom. We're going to hop on board with Forsblom. There he is, currently in 10th place right now. Coming into Sector 3. Actually in the middle of Sector 3 right now. Let's see, he is 3/10 up on his time right now in that nice McLaren livery. Coming through the tricky long right-hander right now. You can make or break a lap on that part as well. I guess that is the one nice thing about COTA is as many opportunities as there are to break your lap, there's quite a few opportunities to get it back. But unfortunately, that also means if you can put them all together, you know, that's how you get to the 205.4, which is P1 right now. Forsblom improves a little bit up to P9. Kuma shouting out for number 85. Let me look up and down here. There we are. That's Favox, owner of Theo Favox Racing. He's told me, I know that. Currently in P22 with a best lap of 2:11.5. I'm sure that's I'm sure he's got more than that. That's nobody's gonna be happy with that around here, I'm sure. Beautiful livery in that blue and white Porsche. Take a look up at the leaderboards. Still Konzik up in front. With that 205.4. And actually now I'm recalling he was a contender nearly all, or the entire, I can't remember the outcome of last week, but he was definitely in the top 3. He might have won last week though. I'm pretty sure he did.
I can go double check the standings.
Yeah, that would be great. I was working on a graphic. I've got a graphic made for the other divisions for championship standings, but with the Pro, Am, and Rookie split, I gotta come up with a new, different format to make it work in this one. Wow, I see a GTR out on track. Richard will be happy by that.
Okay, so because we got 3 different classes, let's just go through top 3 for each. So it's top 3 for amateur. We have Terry Dunn, Alessandro Germani, and I'm gonna give it my best, Juha Sorella. Hope so. Sorry to Sorella. So those are top 3 in AM. Let's see, rookie and new and unclassed. We have Dario Vianello, Joachim Forsblom, and David Granis. And then pro, we have Damian Konzik, Luke Lazama, and Rasmus Alston. Oh yeah, Konzik had a huge gap last week, so he'll be looking to get a similar situation going here.
And I do believe Luke withdrew from the rest of the season. But I'm not 100% sure. I know he wasn't in any of the other races this week, so I had heard that through the grapevine. Yeah, fuck it. I'll start some rumors. I think he withdrew. I'm not sure why. I think it had to do with penalty points. Not as bad as Demler, though. Oh, my God. Shout out to anybody see that. Homie, I don't know if you saw this in another race. Just to talk on some drama while we're on board with Granes, who's currently in P2. Oh my God, his Konzik has gone up to a 2:04.8, so that is, oh geez. I don't remember what that fastest time on track. I think in the McLaren it's like a 2:04.4 is what I saw, so I'm not sure what it is for the Ferrari that he's driving, but yeah, this guy cuts a corner, gets a penalty, and just, you know, withdraws from everything. It's just, you know, but someone's going to be that kind of sportsman, we probably don't want him around anyway. As our attendance numbers are through the roof, and everybody, yourself included, seems to be a great addition to the league, Will.
Yeah, the league seems to be growing. I mean, I've only joined recently, but it seems like I'm not alone in being the new one, which has been maybe a sore point when I tried other leagues, is being the new one in the booth or on the track isn't always the most welcoming, but knowing I'm not alone has certainly been helpful.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people. I mean, I think every division had record attendance for the first race, so that's great. I mean, keeping higher numbers than average throughout the, as we go into week 2 here. Currently on board with Russo. Thought it'd be fun to just pick one of the guys out that hasn't been able to get a valid lap together. That's something we haven't touched on yet. That's another struggle of COTA, is just being able to stay within the track limits, because obviously you're trying to be as fast as possible, but getting a time up on the board.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that frequently it'll give you track limits, but it won't necessarily give you a cutting penalty. So I find, personally, I have much better pace during the race than I do during qualifying. I set all my best laps during the race because any little off track or warning invalidates the lap, but there's a lot of track limits, no time added warnings handed out.
We got Andreas Johansson, I'm assuming is how I pronounce that, shouting out for Lindbergh and Forsblom. We'll hop on board with Lindbergh right now as he comes through the S's. So he's just started this lap, I believe, and he's still valid. That's, I mean, for me, it was the S's. I'd always, because so much time is lost by not cutting those S's, but it's so easy to cut it just too much. And I remember for me in qualifying, I was exact situation actually. There's 2.5 minutes left. He's got time on the board already, thankfully, but I hadn't put a lap up, and I ended up doing, it wasn't anything like these guys are doing. It was a 2:07.4, which was my first time in the 2:07s at all. But put me on P1 for rookies, so that was nice. But yeah, I would have been sitting behind these guys.
2:07.4 today, that would get you somewhere around 13th here. So it's
not terrible, but nonetheless.
13th out of 40th is, or 38th, I suppose.
Let's see, who have we yet to get a valid lap up? If I jump back down here, quite a few. I mean, it looks like quite a few cars. It's not going to show me any of them for some reason in the pits. Oh, because, yeah, they're driving around. I'm not sure if we have any start from pits or quali bands. Just based on the fact that all the bottom cars are on track right now, I don't think we do. So we'll be watching Perez, Teb, Malav, and Arpad. Oh, and Rudometkin as the clock ticks down. They've got 35 seconds left to start a lap or to start a lap if they can't get a valid one in, as we've now just got, it looks like 3 of them left. Everybody's starting to get laps in. I'm sure none of them are very happy with them. But it's, better than nothing.
Yeah, let's see. I think Russo was one of them. He said he qualified 28th.
Let's see. Malav pulled into the pit, so he is not going to get get it done. That leaves just Perez coming through the S's right now, so he's going to need to validate here. Commentators curse on Nightshade. I gotta find him.
Nightshade qualified 29th with a 2:10.
He is 20. We'll curse him in the race. That's where it's more more crucial, as Perez pops onto the long straight where I'm sure you can't invalidate. Let's find Sprick as we've got some requests for him in chat. Well, there he is. He's going to be in 30th, so I know he's capable of more than that. Let's see. He's on a lap right now. I do believe it's still counting, too, as well, so we'll see if he can improve there, Hunter. Fear nothing, Moto Gang. All right, all right. He's coming across the line. He does improve to 24th place, so that's a big jump for him. Perez is 6/10 up on his invalid time, so I don't know what that is. He is going to be the last... Oh, he's not the last racer on track, but the last one to put up a valid lap if he can keep it within the lines.
That may have been off there.
That was looking close. Oh, he does. He gets it done up to 22. Woohoo! I'm sure he's sweating after that.
Yeah, 2:08.5. That's a good time. I'm surprised a 2:08 gets 22nd.
All right, and that's going to end quali, so we will throw up an intermission screen and be right back as soon as the race gets started, guys. All right, guys, let me in the server nice and quickly here, so we'll be able to get this grid walk going quicker than we usually do. Excited about that. Where is start? All right, so from the back, we've got Malav, who unfortunately was unable to qualify. Wait, why did it jump up to the front? I guess we're going from the front now. So Koznak with that insane time in P1, Granes in P2 in the Ferrari, Ozakir in P3. So Ferraris in the first three positions, Chase Jones in a Lamborghini in P4. Those cars are all going to be within a second of each other. Smythe Adams right behind him in P5. Drew Jurgulis in a Porsche in P6, Troyer in Porsche as well in P7, Darren Jones in the McLaren in P8, Dario Veneo in another Ferrari in P9, Force Blom, shout out to Force Blom in P10, know you got some fans in the chat, Dean Solomon, ORL veteran in P11, Abelstead, yeah, he told me how to say his name, now I remembered, let's go. In P12, Van Eck in P13, Saria in P14, Magnus Lindberg, you know, you got some fans as well in P15, Bonus Charles up in P16. I think I lagged out a little bit there. Henriksen in P17, Bart de Kouwer in P18. Oh, what happened to my stuff?
They're adding some penalties, so
Okay.
so there is some movement of positions.
Okay, yeah, that I see what's going on now as we just jumped to someone in the pit there. Guy Perez in P22. That was he barely made that quali, but he made it work. Let's go. Shout out to him. As they start the formation lap, Theo Fogvox in P23 got some fans in the chat. Maruis Tam in P24. Tavi Sprick also got some fans in the chat. P25. Vladimir Rudimentkin in the pits. Unfortunate. Bradley Malknecht in P27. Raymond Camps in 28. Robert Logan, ORL Staple in P29. Mario Russo in P30. Bram Kron in 31. Let's give him the commentator Kirsch. Vilna Nightshade in P32. Yuri Howelling in P33. Nick Tebb in P34. Roy Abercrombie in P35. And quite a few McLarens in a row here. Troy Toth Arpad in 36. Alexi Pinto in 37. Edwin Malab, no, you got some fans in the chat, in 38. Unfortunate, unable to get a lap in there. Oh, game volume. You're right, I forgot to do that. I got excited. Thank you. Boom. There we go. Game volume's good. Double check everything else. Okay, everything else is good. All right, and jump back to ACC TV. Let's get up to the front. Look at that, Ferrari. Looks like two teammates right there as well in P1 and P2. Three teammates behind him. Oh boy, this is going to be an exciting first lap for sure. And now I'm going to try to, if you want to hop on board with someone further back, let's see if I can get this picture-in-picture twerking. Yes, okay. Nope, almost. Gotta remember how I did this. It was something else. It was like show. And I think that all goes away in a second here. Struggling. Exit out of that. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we've got the picture-in-picture there. Unfortunately, I haven't got it fully worked out yet, but I'll be further down the grid.
Yeah, I know there's some cheering going on for Malav. Starting 34th.
Adriv giving some hype in the chat. Yeah, I see that. Picking up a few, go up a few positions. Let's see it. We don't want that as they get ready to start the lap here any second. Green flag is waving. We are racing. Kosnick does a good job of cutting off, giving no chance of anybody taking the inside or outside. Grane's hot on him. I don't know. I think they just got similar liveries. I don't think they're our teammates. Maybe. Anybody in the chat know? Anybody have any insight to this?
Malav was forced off the track. It looked like he wasn't given space on the outside, but he shoots up all the way to 13th. Or, oh, no, my screen is just going a little weird. It's 31st.
All right, and it looks like he's gonna hold on right there. Let's hop on board a little further back, see what we got going on. Smythe Adams all over the back of Dragulius in that Schrute Farms Porsche livery. Oh, and he makes an amazing inside out there. Well, actually, that was outside in move. Coming down the straight. Now, this is a poor straight drag race down this long straight. This will be interesting. Because my audio just started working. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I got a... That's what's going on now. I understand. We don't need the volume from that. There we go. Mix that volume.
Looks like Nightshade.
And they are still side by side. And another inside out. Ooh, we got some hot battling going on here for P5 between Smythe Adams and... Oh, what's his first name? Maybe that's easier for me to pronounce. Sorry, Dragulis. Carolus. That's right. We had this problem last week. Carolus. Let's go. Carolus holds on to that position, though. Wow, that was some awesome battling. Glad we got that on screen. Let's get a different camera angle of these two now.
Yeah, I found COTA was an interesting track because I found I wasn't racing as close as I usually did because I knew that there would be penalties. So I took it safe knowing that others would get penalties. We'll see what happens here.
That is an excellent point, though, for sure, as there'll be a lot of time penalties, among other things. Watching these two, Smythe Adams trying to hunt him down, but it looks like Carolus is a little bit more comfortable now. See if we can find some other battles going on. I mean, everywhere is really jam-packed. We'll just move up and down the field. There's Abelstead. So Abelstead has the same Ferrari as Granes or Konziak. I can't remember here. Let's see. I think it's Granes who was overtaken. It looks nope. So that's Zakir, so it is Granes and P3 that I'm trying to get, who has the same Ferrari as same Ferrari livery as Abelstead. So they must be teammates. And there's quite a few of those. Is it BSR, BJR? BGR, sorry. Those blue and white boys.
And then I'm also, if you're watching the picture-in-picture, Sprick had gone off at the last corner before the start-finish straight, and he's looking to make a move on Malov. They're in the back straight now, and he is on his tail. Oh! Actually, ends up rear-ending Malov. Going into that hard braking zone at the end of the back straight. Loses the position there. We'll see what the penalty is.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Oh, I gotta get the chat to pop up. Jay Hunter, you're my hero. Shout out to Jay Hunter on Kick. And got us picture-in-picture in a big screen now. So now, yeah, it's working beautifully now. They can definitely see whatever you're talking about.
Kick, check it out. Subscribe. Make sure you're helping out that community, spreading the love between YouTube and Kick.
Absolutely, that would be huge. We are on, we've got lots of ways for you guys to show your love, help make us, allow us to do all the things we do, because obviously it's not possible without you guys. But like Will was saying, we're on YouTube. You can give us make sure to like this video, any other videos you've watched. Give us a follow, subscribe on there. We've just started streaming to Kick recently. Our goal is to get to 75 followers by the end of the season. So if you could help us, just drop on there, give us a follow. That'd be huge, and obviously costs nothing. And then we've got a Patreon with multiple tiers as well. I still don't have all the benefits of all of them memorized, but there's a ton of them. I think they range from like $3 all the way up to $50 a month. I got the $50 a month one. It's mainly just because it comes with professional esports coaching, and it is by far worth it. After every session, I've shaved 3 seconds off my lap time. So big shout out to Cryo, who's been doing me the coaching there. But yeah, make sure to check those all out and show us some love, guys. Also remember, shout out anybody in the chat if you want us to check up on them. See, I know we got some
really...
Force Blom fans. Oh, go ahead, Will.
Oh, we got some very close racing going on the back straight again with Malav. Looks like Tab and Charles are both going to go. Tab will pull out. Charles did get the overtake on that back straight. And then Charles a little deep into that corner. Malav defending hard on Tab.
Oh, the kick name is Odyssey Racing League, all one word. I'll post the actually link in the I'll post the link in the chat. I just got to remember. Here we go. There we go. We are. I've been meaning to change it because Odyssey Racing League is just a lot to type in. I'm going to change it to just ORL. But in the meantime, it's just Odyssey Racing League, all one word. I'm on board with Favox right now. I know he's got some fans watching him.
Eb and Dunn both got moves made on Malave. Malave having a kind of went sideways on that last corner for the second lap in a row, I think. So losing a lot of time there.
Okay.
Very easy mistake to make too.
And we've got Hilmar in the chat letting us know that Henriksen, Granes, and Abelstedt are all on the same team. So that'll explain their liveries. Let's see, we should be watching Lindbergh. Let's get cockpit view of Lindbergh. I know he's got some fans in chat. He's trying to hunt down Tam as you hear his Porsche just scream down that straight. Hard on the brakes into that hairpin. Getting a little close. It looks like they're going to run into some cars in front of them battling, so this will be, love to see how this plays out. We're definitely going to need to get the helicam action for this. And that's actually Bram Cran in front of him. I'm just taking my timing table a minute to update.
And my timetable in the ECC Spectator is upside down.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know if you're able to see it right now.
Yeah, I do see that. No, click one more to broadcast. Yep. And then, so now it's click UI, or maybe it's Shift UI. Maybe it's Control UI. Hang on, let me figure out how I do it on my, oh wait, I gotta have the right thing click, that's right. If I have this. Yeah, it's just click U or I. No, once you get to the broadcaster page. Yeah, now click I. Just smack I or U. It should pull up a timing. One of them should pull up a timing table. I know someone in the chat should be able to help us out with this. That's how I learned about this.
Yeah, I got my margins all mixed up because I was on triples, but I didn't want to destroy everyone's screen. There we go. That is so helpful. Thank you.
All right, and shout out to Young KTV, who's watching on YouTube, and looks like they just did the kick to give us a follow on there too. So thank you so much for that. That's huge. As we see Malconnect, oh, he just goes off the track, looking to rejoin safely. Great to see. Great to see. Love to see that. Let's see. And Lindbergh did make it around Kron. Moving up the leaderboard. Next on the list is Robert Logan.
Well, Malconnect, one of the positions he gave up while being off, goes off right in front of him. So gets one of those back right away.
Oh my gosh. And look at Konjic out in front. He proves it's not just single lap pace. He's got it in overall race pace. What's the gap right now? Almost 5 seconds to P2 behind him. But back there, we've got a nice... This camera's not doing it justice, but, whoops. I jumped on the wrong car. Got 2, 3, and 4 all closely behind. You got Granes, Ozakir, and Chase Jones. Right? Is that who that is? Yes, Chase Jones. There we go. Carolus seems to have slipped back a little bit. Oh, Granes. That's so funny that you asked to show Granes, and I just happened to already be... It's like, look at me, I'm getting good at this. I can read your mind, chat. Let's go. Let's go, chat.
Frickin' Abercrombie fighting over 26th. I think they traded positions 2 or 3 times on the last lap. Brick seems to have made a considerable gap now this time. About a second and a half. But on COTA, a second and a half can get small real quick.
And let's remind everybody too that we've got some rule changes for this season. There's now a pit window. It's roughly the middle third of the race. There's also a minimum pit time, so it will you have to take at least 24 seconds in the pit. Before it used to just be load up on fuel, do a splash and dash. Now that's not necessarily, that's definitely not the strategy now. It's also only, 6 seconds longer to take extra tires, so that makes it a bit way more feasible. Justin Turek notably taking tires and having a great race because of it earlier in the week. 221 DQ. We can take a look if I can find them. They are in the pits. It's a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, drive-through, not DQ. Yep.
Yep, drive-through penalty. So you'll see a lot of those. The stewards will give those out either A as the collision on track, but also they'll be given out for too many track limits warnings. Go 3 says Ingen Captain Glue. Sorry if I had mispronounced that, brother. I'm assuming you're talking about car number 3, which I don't see a car number 3. So then we must be talking about P3. We're not on board with them. That's Ozakir. Still Ferraris 1, 2, 3. I know people were saying Lamborghinis were the meta this season since some new update, but there's only 2 Lamborghinis on track right now. Wow. I guess I can only see till 23, but there's a lot of Ferrari, Porsche, and McLaren on there. All right, let's see if we've got any nice battles. Let's see, here we've got Cramps holding out Germani. And then... Oh, you've got Ozakir on your screen right now. Nice.
I'll keep Ozakir up.
Coming into quite a bit of traffic here. We need a better camera angle on this. Kind of sorted out there. Here we see Cramps closely following Favox. Favox has a 5-second penalty. That's going to be for a minor collision. Looks like everybody kind of getting some breathing room.
Yeah, following up on that Ozakir. Looks like a second and a half front and back, so pretty solid. Not giving up a draft, not getting one. can catch up to Granis and then get that draft, that would help very quickly.
We've got
open up that gap.
We've got another Ferrari clustering. So you've got 1, 2, and 3, and then 9, 10, and 11. Or yeah, no, 10, 11, 12, all Ferraris. We're on board with Abelstead trying to hold off Vianello. Oh, and it looks like he might get a run at him down the straight here. Nope, he's going to tuck in behind, get that slipstream. Might be thinking about making a move in the braking zone here. Let's see what happens. Nope, he's not going to pull over. He's just going to stay behind him. It looked like he had the pace to make it. I wonder, they must be running significantly different setups for Abelstead to just hold him off despite that slipstream.
Perez is making a look at Soraya.
I agree, Hunter. Oh, go ahead, Will, sorry.
Oh, Perez looking to make a move on Sorella.
Oh, yeah. I see that down on the lower screen. Absolutely. He's all over him as they come into the long right-hander. I agree, Hunter. Absolutely. It has been an exciting race. Pretty clean race as well. I mean, obviously, we've got some penalties from the time, from track limits, which you should see. I would expect to see more of as well as the race transpires. But, yeah, not a lot of major collisions or anything. Actually, as I look up and down, I've got a couple right here, but let's see. These are all like right within the same time period, so I bet they're all one collision. As things are kind of quiet, I'll get this pulled up and see what happens. This would be car 22, so it looks like, because that's Solomon. That is Solomon we are watching. No, just a little bit of doink right there, so that's one of the accidents that was recurring, and looks like, that one's a little bit worse, but still minor. I don't know if you'll get a drive-through for that, but stewards will definitely be looking at that. Maybe something smaller.
You know, talking about clean race so far, and about next week we have Snetterton, and then 2 weeks after that we have Monza. So good practice here for some hopefully clean racing. Hopefully it's a trend.
Snetterton is a British track, so they're notorious for being tight, not a lot of runoff. And then Monza, just straight away into a chicane. It shouldn't be that hard, but everybody tries to win on that chicane for some reason.
Yep, he won first lap. And Perez did get his move done on Sorella, so looking to hold on to it.
Well done.
Very clean move on the back straight too.
Top places seem to be stretching out a little bit, but we've got a cluster here. Kron, Tom, Bonus Charles, and Sprick all in this train right here. We'll stay on board. I'm sure something comes of this. We go one car back.
There's a train. There's a second train right in front of them. Fovox, Solomon, Lindbergh, and Camps. Logan on the trail.
And you'd love to see this. See all these guys, right? They're all thinking I could get around. As it looks like that's Bonus Charles making a move around Kron. Kron holding it down though. But you see all these guys. They don't want to be too aggressive and cause an incident or anything when they try to make the move done. So you'll see them in certain shots taking almost 4 different lines through the corners as the pit window opens up. 20 minutes on that pit window. An unfortunate collision there. I think that's Tom and Charles involved in that collision. Certainly nothing malicious there. Interesting to see how that gets sorted out. Sprick picks up a 15-second penalty. I'm not sure if that was recent or just now. Ruda Metkin with a 20-second penalty, so that's got to be at least 2 different penalties. Expect more people to pick up those. Yeah, and you can see on Will's picture-in-picture down below, all these guys trying to find a little bit of space. Favak's doing good job of stretching his legs a little bit as the other three battle around behind him.
It is a lot of, roughly a half-second gaps. So
looks like we'll have to help you get your awesome sim racing set up. Oh, you're probably just following the one group right now. I gotta step away for a second. I'll be right back.
the pit window is open, so looking to see Germani has made quite the gap for himself. He's staying all alone. Good for him. Olaf goes in the pits. Thrown off the next car function. Oh, Fovox. Lindbergh looking to make a move on Fovox. Yeah, as close as this is, not a lot of switching of positions I haven't seen. And gaps are starting to open, so. Sprick looking to make a move on Kron. Kron went off the track. And Malave again, looking to take advantage of that. Tom slowing Charles down through the S's.
All right.
And past Malav. Malav goes off and comes back safely.
Nice little battle here. We don't need him on both screens, so let's check up on Forsblom, who seems to be just quietly racing by himself. P9. Looks like nobody, at least in this top 23, has pit yet. Keep an eye on that, guys, on your timing table on the left there. Anybody with the orange block, which is everybody right now, with the 1 in it, means they still have to complete 1 valid pit stop. And as they start doing so, you'll see those change to green. That means they have completed their valid pit stop.
Now, Runa Metkin, are there 20-second penalties handed out, or is that a 15 and a 5?
That'll be a 15 and a 5, or it could be a 2 10s even.
Okay. So I was thinking, like, I don't think that we had 20-second penalties, but.
Checking up with the fan favorite Sprick. Quiet race right now, nobody near him. Sitting in P19, he's got to pull it. He's still got a pits, and he does have 15-second penalties, so he will have to, serve that 15 seconds. That'll hurt him. But let's see what he's got for pace right now. He's putting in a 2:10.9 in his best lap. His current lap or last lap was a 2:10.1. So wait, how does that work? It must have been invalid.
An invalid lap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got a lot more pace than his best lap is at least showing, but I certainly want to step up on it after getting that penalty. Malave, we can get an update on Malave. Let me find him while we're looking. There's Nightshade. Nightshade. P33. And there's Malave at. He started from the back and he's worked his way up to... Why can't I find him?
Yeah, the bottom there got really weird. I think there's some pits. Should be 34th.
Oh, there he is. Edwin Malave. Edwin has, so he went into the pits early, so this will be, he'll be making up some positions here as everybody else ahead of him comes into the pits. Looks like Nightshade has also pitted, though, so interestingly enough there.
Pryor going into the S's within a second of Smythe Adams. Closes it, but not quite. Not quite enough to make the move. We have also Smythe Adams looking to make a move on Corrales. Still not quite happening.
Here we've got Kron and Charles battling it out as well. This is further down the grid for P19. Neither of them have hit. Stop and go 30 for Ozakir. That's going to be absolutely gutting. I think that's speeding in the pit lane is what that is awarded for. So, that's going to add almost half a lap to his race. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he was sitting pretty high too. I think
Yeah,
top
he was.
5.
Yeah, he was. I think he was sitting in like P2 or 3 for a while, because I believe. It looks like Charles able to get around Kron. Steps on it.
That's Charles getting 2 positions in the last lap and a half or so.
Here we've got 4, 5, and 6 getting pretty tight with it. I think that's who you're on board with right now. Yep.
Yep. Smythe Adams takes the pits just as the gap is starting to get closer.
Ooh, interesting.
That opens up the gap between Corrales and now 4th. Is it Chase Jones or Chris Jones?
Chase Jones.
Chase Jones, thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately, if race control was working, you'd be able to see their full names. But we'll get that working. Boom.
Troyer and Corrales, battle of the Porsches. Right now we have a 1-2 Ferrari and 3-4 Porsche.
Got Perez and Sorella battling it out a little bit here in their McLarens. Neither of them yet to make a pit stop. We're about halfway through the pit window, little over halfway left. Sprick and P17, good. So he's moving up, but he's got that 15-second penalty, unfortunately, still. Looks like Rudimetkin is in the pits right now, so he'll be serving that. Just cleared his 20-second penalty. Sprick up to 13th now. So he just cleared a bunch of guys while they were in the pits. But again, he's got that 15-second place. Young K asks if we only race on TV. 247 stopped on track. He might have returned to pits or something. I'm not sure. I thought I saw that. No. Yeah, Hunter is correct. We race on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We've got open lobbies going on almost every night. Pretty good group of guys in there as well. But as far as actual competitive leagues, yeah, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We will be adding GT2 as well as soon as that comes out, which should be anytime, pretty much in the next week and a half, right?
Yeah, something like that. I think the official date was, actually, any day now.
Yeah, if you're thinking about joining or just want to take a look, see what's up, I can get SimGrid up. And we'll post a link in the chat for you, and that will have a link to our Discord as well as all the information on all the different championships we offer. We're going to be doing a bunch of do quite a few special one-off events as well.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of cars in the pits right now, unsurprisingly, as we get close to the 9.5 left in the pit window. So
All right, and that should link you to our SimGrid page, and like I said, that's got a list of, or actually that's just our events, SimGrid events page. I should have posted the link to the homepage, but you know, that'll give you a list of all our events. You can click on them, get more information. It'll have a link to our Discord and everything as well. Henriksen runs well, says Hilmar. Let's take a look, see how he's doing. God, I'm getting hungry.
In P2, looks like Perez went off in P3.
Yep, Henriksen up in P2. He has yet to pit. He's got a 13-second gap to Sorella behind him, though, so... let's see if, he's almost clear. He'll almost get away, like Germani in P5. He's almost clear of him. Or they are almost clear of them. But, great racing from the guys today.
Yeah, all top 5 still need to pit. Looks like Henriksen does take the pit right now.
Yes, he does. So I've been waiting to get someone to stay on board with and watch the pit stop. So we're going to do that on this one. So I'll pull out the heli cam. If that works. Wait, I swear there's a pit lane cam.
Ooh, Perez takes out rear panel of Sorella. Sorella went off there. Perez will almost surely be getting a penalty there. Oh, he gives it back though, so...
great to see that. Love to see that. Honest racing.
Yeah, it does happen. And they're able to avoid the car coming out of the pits. Always a scary thing. Second race in a row where the pit lane, frankly, is part of the racing line. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. This one is not quite the same as it was the other time, but yeah, it does shoot you right into the apex of the corner, so.
Yeah. Yeah, last week, Donington was quite a bit worse, but I'm not sure what it's like. It's not, and there's no required pit stop next week, I suppose. So.
Here we go, Henriksen coming out of the pits. So he's now in P9 with a valid stop completed. Looks like no one from behind him, as we can see. Just a couple. It's like Jones and Forsblom only a few seconds ahead of him, so let's see if he can run him down. That'll be one to keep an eye on for sure. Let's keep an eye on Henriksen. Let's see other people we've been watching throughout the race. Let's check in on Nightshade, see how he's doing. He's in 28. We'll give a positions gained update as well while we're doing this. Nightshade is up 4 positions, so nice work for him. Abercrombie below him in P29 is up 6 positions. Your big losers, you got Van Eck down 21 positions. That's unfortunate. Bram Kron up 21 positions, so that's a big win. Guy Perez, now remember him from qualifying? Here, I'll hop on board with him. He has a bit of an incident coming into the pit lane. That is a commentator curse. Oh man.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
But he barely got his lap validated, moved up to like 22nd, I think it was, and now he's up to 4th, but he's coming into the pits, hasn't done a valid pit stop yet either, so that'll be big. I'm assuming that he had to damage his car there, coming into hitting that pit wall. Magnus Lindberg in 20th place right now. Pit stops validated. It looks like most of our drivers have validated pit stops now.
And let's see, most of the penalties, because pit stops are mostly over, most of the penalties are done. You got a 15-second for Logan And a stop go 30 for Arpid. So, other than that, all penalties have been served. And now that we've had the pit stops stop shaking up top 5, Cox takes back P1 already. Grant is about 5 seconds back.
Way to notice that. That's big. It looks like Perez, after we cursed him, he's picked up 15 seconds since performing that pit stop. So that's unfortunate. That's probably a track limits.
No, that must be, I watched earlier on cam, he had taken out Sorella while attempting an overtake, so gave the position back, so.
Oh yeah, I do remember you mentioning that now. Where's some hot, okay, it's gonna get sweaty coming out of this, into this long straight, I think. Terry Dunn, one of the few cars yet to perform a pit stop. I'm currently in P13. He's got 3 minutes left on that pit window, so you got to think he's coming in now on this lap. I mean, he could go one more lap, I'm sure, but it gets risky then. Certainly doesn't want to have an accident slow him down.
And then you mix them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And if he goes any longer, an accident could cause him to miss the pit stop.
Not that I'm speaking from any experience.
Robert Logan picks up a 15-second penalty.
Ron goes into the pits. Currently P10. Let's see where he comes out at. Well, it looks like Terry Dunn is going for another lap.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
I don't know if he'll make it. It looked like he crossed the line at about 2:03 left in the pit window, if I was counting that right. So awfully close.
That is, yeah, definitely stay on that. Let's see if he makes it in. I'm curious now. Chat, any thoughts? You think Terry's gonna make it? Should Terry have gone in last lap? Oh, as he cuts the corner there, that's got to be a penalty. Hunter saying the Porsche does sound beautiful, just screams going by.
Perez and Sorella behind Terry Dunn. Perez looking to make a move on Sorella again, but he still has that penalty from last time. So. And Germani looking to make a move on Perez. Pretty close in the early teens here.
Ooh, boy, is Terry gonna make it?
45 seconds as he finishes going down the back straight.
Starts P. Oh man, he's in sector 3 now. I don't know, folks. I don't know.
Yeah, 35 seconds.
It's the final countdown.
That is a Europe special. I believe that song is by a band named Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm almost positive. You're right. The pit limiter might screw him. Yeah. It's what if it's yeah. I mean, I think he's gonna get there, but can he get slowed down and get there?
3, 2.
Oh no!
The window is now closed.
Did not make it. Terry Dunn. He didn't even go for it.
Yeah, he didn't. I think. Yeah, I don't know what plan would have been there. I'm not, maybe he thought he served it. Could he possibly have served it and not taken fuel?
That is, maybe he took one and thought it was valid and didn't realize it was invalid. F in the chat for our boy Terry Dunn and his pit stops.
Yeah, that is incredibly unfortunate there. I do think, is that a
Maybe he's just caught up
disqualification?
in all the hype, man. I mean, this is the tightest group of cars right now, too. Maybe he just completely forgot about it. I don't know. Thank you, Hunter, for that app.
Done. He loses the back end there, presumably on older tires. Although generally should be able to get the whole race on one set. Gives up a couple positions. Gets to leave a little bit of space for the
This is the cars, so this is who we're seeing on screen here. So our pod's the one that's getting blue flagged and letting everybody through. There's Dunn in the Beamer. Perez in the blue and orange McLaren. That's Sorella in the blue and white. And Germani in the other Beamer. Lots of cars battling on track right now in this little cluster as they make their way through the traffic.
Perez, somewhere in there, overtook 2 positions at a time. Probably in a single corner. I think Dunn is starting to hold up. Nope, not quite.
Blue flags can certainly play a factor like that. I know if I'm coming up behind a car, and even it's a blue flag, you know, I'm hoping in some way the guy misjudges what the blue flag's going to do. It slows him up some way, and then, you know, as long as you can get the formula right, you can maybe get them both there. Perez still unfortunately holding on to that 15-second penalty.
Yeah, so looks like that would bring him down. See, I'm waiting for some laps to come in to get some deltas, but
see what Sprick is up to. Looks like Sprick is just chill vibing right now, quietly on his own.
looks like Perez following up on that is effectively P18.
Watch how Sprick handles this. Nice lift, wait, get the car rotated, back down. Excellent through there. Yeah, he's tiptoeing his way through Sector 3 quite nicely. I think he's catching up to Tam in front of him. Yeah, he definitely is. He just did a lap that was almost 3 seconds faster than Tam, so... nice on the brakes there. Sprint.
Got Ani, Sorella, Dunn, and Perez. Still battling it out. A little bit more spread out.
Sprick, one of the newer members, I know. I think he joined last season, so this is only his 2nd season in ORL. Certainly racing with a lot more confidence and just technique detail now. Consistency, especially for those just starting out, is the biggest thing. Not spinning, learning to race safe, that was a big one for me. Making the switch from F1 to this, learning the cars take forever to slow down. You can't just hit the brakes when they do. Like, all right, follow a little further behind. Just throw on autopilot as things are a little quiet right now.
I was gonna say I'm not seeing a lot of close gaps here. Close gaps I am seeing are kind of held by the penalties.
15 minutes left in the race, guys. Coming down to the closing quarter here. While we're in that kind of lull, we'll take this time to give you guys a heads up. Oh, I think I still got this actually. Hang on, before I get too far ahead of myself. Yeah, there we go. I'll post it in the chat again. That is a link to our SimGrid page. From there, you'll be able to view all the current championships and events we've got going on right now and coming up in the future, as well as a link to our Discord for any of you guys thinking about joining. And those of you that have already joined, watching, just love the things we do. Ways for you to show your love. Give us a follow, subscribe, like this video on YouTube. We are now on Kick, trying to get to 75 followers. If you could help us out with that, make a Kick account if you don't already have one, which, by the way, I do really like the way the Kick platform looks. A lot of, it's still up and coming. A lot of features are in the works, but what they do have right now is nice. Trying to get to 75 followers by the end of the season, and then Patreon. Lots of tiers for how you can show your love on there. They all come with multiple different benefits. You get ORL livery, you can get custom-made liveries, coaching from ORL members, coaching from ORL esports racers, and just to name a few. Those are all at different tiers, so definitely worth checking it out on there. P9 and 10 really close, says Hunter. Let me switch up my timing table. I don't like this one. Go. Oh, I'm just following. I forgot I'm on autopilot. Let me check out 9 and 10. News at 11. That's a local thing. It's a news channel where I live. The 9 and 10 news. They do it at 11. It's Abelstead. And these guys have been battling the whole race. Vianeo. These two Ferraris have been throwing. I guess they really haven't been throwing punches. It's been kind of quietly tucked in safely behind each other. But you've got Perez. Is that Perez behind him? No, that's not Perez's McLaren. That's another McLaren behind him. Who, unfortunately, Perez has a drive-through penalty now. That is a stinger in these late stages of the race.
And we got, right now up in over in 22nd, we got Logan looking to make a move on Braun. Logan, though, has a 15-second penalty. Not sure.
Well, if you're faster than the car ahead of you, just keep going.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, I don't think he's trying. He's not going to try and send it to get it done because it's not for position. Though I do believe the car behind him. Nope, the car behind him does not have one either. It's the car in front of them that has a 15-second penalty.
Yeah. So Yuri is looking to keep up with Logan and Kron. Seems to be a push-pull thing. I think, is Yuri the only one in Nissan? I do think so.
I do believe so, yeah. Give a quick leader update. Kosniak quickly becoming the Max Verstappen of the Europe series right now. Ooh, almost a 9-second gap to Granes, who doing respectable lap times and a great performance himself. Just can't keep pace with Damien up in P1 there.
Kron spins out in the Porsche. Gives up the positions. So Granis is currently pushing through some back markers.
Let's see who has some. Let's see. Cramps does, and he's number 63. So things are kind of in the low here. That's a yellow flag. Let's see an Aki. Car 80. Terry Dunn.
It's those old tires.
Yeah, it's definitely his old tires. I don't even know if I'd give the Terry Dunn fault for that, honestly. Looking at that. What do you think, chat? I agree, Key. It is a great, clean race. So yeah, that's the whole reason I joined ORL, was just looking to find. I mean, this was a while ago, back in F1 days, but just find, because obviously it's racing in a community is way better than racing in open lobbies where, you know, people will pass you or take you out if you try and pass them. You know, having the LARP aspect of having live stewards, commentators like myself and Will, really gives it just that much more immersion, I guess you'd say. And then, oh my gosh, that's a big collision there from Granes, as I'm not sure who that was even on. The blue flag, I believe. But, the immersion, and then just the sportsmanship, because, I mean, oh, and what is he doing? He's taking everybody out. As you don't want something like that to go unpunished when you're, you know, 52 minutes into a race and get taken out. You know, you don't want to have to, plus all the time you put in practicing. So yeah, definitely a great place to be, to just improve your craft and just enjoy it as well.
What was going on there? I heard you talk about 2 different collisions.
Yeah, they were both Granes though. He was just they were both back markers. He kind of rear-ended. He's yet to get a penalty. I'm sure the stewards are gonna have a look at it though. But it honestly, just from the way it kind of played out on screen, it looked like maybe there was some ping issues going on. I don't know if it was his end or the other cars, but could see that coming into play. Well, I have to see what the stewards have to say. Darren Jones picks up a drive-through penalty in these closing stages. That is unfortunate. Let's see. Let's get the fan favorites. Forsblom up to P7, which is 3 positions gained for him. So pretty good race. Once you get up into these top 10 positions, it's definitely harder to gain positions throughout the race, for sure. Especially when you got people fucking put it in 2:04.8s like Damien up in P1. Insane. Absolutely insane. Abelstead right behind. Well, not right behind. Abelstead, though, still holding off Vianeo in this battle. This will definitely be one to check up on in the next couple minutes here, as they start getting, as I'm sure Vianeo is going to start getting antsy. Henriksen is in P10, so pretty good race. Let's see where he started. 17th, so great race for Abelstead. Or Abelstead Henriksen. Brain's turning to mush, looking at too many names.
Got about 3 laps left, a little less maybe.
Yep.
Corrales is coming up close on Chase Jones. Fighting for podium there, P3. They set lap times within 0.04 of a second.
Ooh, wowza. And Nightshade getting the commentator curse as I just click on him and he goes wide into one corner and wide into another corner.
Ooh, can Chase make this stick? Let's hoping he can. Or sorry, Corrales. Corrales is looking to make it stick. Bill doesn't. Looks like that move costs him, and then he loses quite a bit of space. When he gets it back. Yeah, Corrales is looking to make the move here. We'll stay with them. See if this comes through.
And another fan favorite, Lindbergh, is in 15th, and he started in 15th. So I know there's been some drama throughout the race. So I mean, honestly, just to maintain your position, that's a win, I would say, especially with this many cars on track.
Corrales gets his racing line tampered with, frankly, kind of a little bit by the blue flag.
Whoa! The plot has thickened as Henriksen joins the battle between Abelstead and Vianeo now. 8th, 9th, and 10th. Gonna be a hot-pressed battle. This is probably the one to watch in the closing minutes here.
Corrales
Oh,
did
what you
get
got?
the move on Chase. Corrales is looking to make it stick. Looks like he will make it. Chase loses and goes down to P4.
Oh, man, that'll be... We got some hot action. So you got P3 up for grabs right now, and then P8 up for grabs right now.
On the blue flag will hold up Chase Jones. Corrales is going to hold on to that position. So Corrales went into this lap down about 2 seconds on Chase Jones, and now he has about 1.5 up. on Chase
Oh, what's
Jones.
the gap to P2? Because P2 just picked up a 10-second penalty. Granes.
P3 has a 16-second gap to P2.
Ooh,
16,
boy.
Oh,
I mean, he only got 2 laps, but a mistake, that could eat that up.
all you
And
need
you
is a
see
6-second mistake.
Ferraris. Oh my God, looking like the Ferrari centipede. Right now, all going front to back. Keeping it clean, doing a great job of racing clean, boys. This is exciting.
Smythe Adams getting in the mix. Chase Jones has to be careful. He's trying to attack and get back up to P3, but also doesn't want to give up P4 to Smythe Adams. Although I'm sure Smythe Adams would disagree. And Troyer back into the mix again, looking to make a move on P5. So they all have kind of a stake in things.
Oh, big collision there.
Yeah. Gosh, that is sad. Yeah, Yuri there, blue flag, had the right to the corner, but get a little caught up in these last laps. Sometimes you think you can race through them, but
Oh, awesome. We get a little more insight. So Shot in Frame on YouTube is telling us that Abel and Henriksen are teammates. So in this battle, they're just really working to screw over Vianeo, which is funny. As Vianeo gets the inside line, I think he's going to get through here. Oh, but Abelstead keeps it. He carries the speed. Might have been a little. I think that was contact there. Who crashed? Ask KeyTV. I can probably find that because that was Troyer, who's 992. So I think that's this one.
Corrales has P3 by 10 seconds, or not 10, sorry, nearly 10 seconds. Full second, 9/10. Jeez.
Here's that collision KeyTV. So this is Troyer. Look at that. I mean, and that's, I believe, Smythe Adams in front of him. Unfortunately, the blue flag and that GTR.
Final lap now.
As Damien enters his final lap up there in P1, certainly thinking he's got this in the bag, and it does look like Vianeo is holding on to that position there in the final lap, and maybe even running away with it. However, I think that's a blue flag in front of him. Or is that actually Forsblom? It is not. So that's just a blue flag in front of him. But it's in the S's, so it should... Wow, he got out of the way. But you see Abelstead right there behind him, not letting him get away. Keep him honest. Who's your boy, Key? Malave. Oh, awesome. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just trying to... I was talking to myself, trying to find
Okay.
where the leader is so I don't miss him.
Chase Jones, 7/10 on Corrales, going into the last lap for these two here. final corner. And then Troyer and Smith Adams. Troyer is about 3/10 behind Smith Adams, so but he does possibly have a penalty. That might be a racing incident, not too sure what'll happen there. That collision looked like it had a lot of things to consider.
Oh my god, my screen is geeking out. Right, there we go. Alright, so these guys are on their last lap, so it's going to be... The battle's going to be right here. Because I believe we unfortunately missed Damien across the finish line. Oh, and Henriksen scoops it in front of Abelstead right there, right on the lap 1. Now, they're teammates, so I'm sure they can't be too mad about that. Let's see. Next across the line, here's 12. We've got Sorella. Gonna be... P13 is not close enough to be in any contention, but we'll still stick with them. Watch them finish it out.
Ah, that's painful. Troyer in 6th does pick up a 15-second penalty. Looks like it won't really affect his position, though.
Lindbergh crossing the line at 14. Half Libra de Alitas de Tortuga.
Neither has finished the race.
Half Reed. I have no idea.
I've
been practicing my Spanish, but I'm not there yet.
Hablo un poco, pero es muy mal. Something about reading.
Yeah, that's all I got out of
turtle?
there.
I know Tortuga's turtle.
I know, yeah.
Maybe. Apologize for not practicing.
Trying to figure out who's still out there. Oh, everyone's still out there. I think they gave him an extra lap.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
leader
so
had crossed with about 2 seconds left in the race.
Oh,
so
wow.
He had a full lap after that time.
So there's Smith Adams, and I think that's Troy are cutting it real close. Where are our boys battling it? There it is. There it is. Henriksen having a go. So maybe Abelstead was like, yo, you go run this guy down.
Oh wait, Chase Jones. Chase went into the pits. Okay, no wait.
They might have been not been on the lead lap. No, I mean he's only in P4, so I don't know why. But yeah, these guys are just parking it as these guys finish it out. So here we have the battle. There you see Villaneo holds it, rips it out of there. Henriksen, and then Abelstead. I believe right behind them. That was Jones in the background as well. Darren Jones. Yep. Spinning out. Who's coming in still? A hell of a battle, says Hunter, as we see Sorella now crossing the line in P12. I got to figure out how to keep track of what lap they're on. I know it told me he was on his, it said the leader was on his final lap, and then he gave him another lap, so I don't know what happened there. And then we've got Nightshade. Not in last, but last across the line in 23rd. So that's actually, I believe, quite a few positions gained for him. So well done, Nightshade. He does have a 10-second penalty, so we'll see how that ends it up. I will pull up the intermission screen, guys, and we will see who Will and I can pull in here for a interviews. There we go.
my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you.
Interview. Pretty great stuff for you. P2 overall. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Much better result than last race when I got P8.
Yeah, P2 certainly better than P8. Any point in the race that was like you were really feeling the pressure, I guess?
At the start, when I got pressure from, I don't remember his name, but there was a Ferrari behind me at the start. And I didn't practice with a lot of fuel, so I missed my braking points a lot. So he catched me. But then I got him.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that was Chase Jones in the Ferrari behind you.
No, that's the other one.
It couldn't have been Damien. Damien was P1.
Damon was P1. I know P1, 2, and 3 were all Ferraris.
The closest Ferrari that finished to you was Vianello, Henriksen, Abelstead.
Yeah, but they worked their way up through the field.
Yeah.
But
the guy behind the Ferrari got the penalty for speeding in pits. That's why he's so low, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, COTA tough track. You got, I think, what was it, a 10-second penalty towards the end?
Yeah, the McLaren, I don't know, that's not the penalty. He should move out of the way. Blue flag. That's not my fault.
Well, you will have the opportunity to protest that for sure. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but yeah, you can upload your footage and send it into the stewards in the Discord and challenge it and then see if it gets overturned.
Yeah.
So sounds like he'll be
also,
looking into that. Though it didn't affect you too much.
Also, I want to say apologies to the Ferrari I punted off right after. That was my fault. I deserved that 5 seconds.
Okay. Great sportsmanship here from Granes here to here. Let's see. Next week we've got a doubleheader at Snetterton. How you feeling about that?
I'm maybe not driving because I got a ski trip, but I'll try to make it.
Oh, awesome! I mean, I would go skiing if it was down to one or the other. I would go skiing for sure. I mean, you've got a buy round, so you'll be able to, it won't affect you.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, awesome. Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Not really.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping in with us. Great racing, Granes, P2. Look forward to seeing what you got in the rest of the championship.
Thank you.
Right on. You have a great one.
Easy, Granes.
All right, let's see if we can snag another soul or two.
If we wanted to maybe pull up Chase Jones, that could still be worthwhile. P4.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, here, I'll pull up Chase and Nathan because they're on the same team.
Okay, sweet.
Stay up.
Oh, welcome, Chase. How's it going, Chase? We're gonna pull
Pretty
the others in
good.
here too. Bring your teammate Nathan in here as well. We got Chase and Nathan in for a post-race interview from the BSR team. Guys, how you doing? Pretty
Ballin'.
great race for you guys, huh?
Yeah, up until the last few laps it was. Then chaos started happening.
Yeah, the chaos quickly ensues on all tracks, but COTA I think is a little
Yeah.
bit more daring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, great racing. You guys finished 4th and 5th. Yeah, I mean that's a really strong performance from a team.
Yeah.
Can't ask for too much better, right?
No, not really.
You guys
Chase,
got... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh,
No,
I
you
was,
go.
I was just gonna ask Chase. How was that battle with Corrales? Your goalless who
He
finished
was-
P3.
Pretty good it was pretty good. I hate that I ended up losing that position to him because I'm not sure if it was caught on stream, but I ended up catching a back marker at a very, very poor time and handling myself very poorly in the passing of the back marker, which is why he caught up to me. But generally speaking, the actual overtaking and battling with him was very, very good and it was very exciting.
Yeah, it was. It was a ton of fun to watch, and yeah, I saw it. Basically looked like he got past the back marker, and you got kind of stuck behind that back marker. So then Corrales had all that time to just build the gap. It was,
Yeah.
it was, but that's racing. That's what happens on COTA. That's what happens on all of them. So, but yeah, still
Yeah.
great fight for that P3. That was a ton of fun to watch. Great
Yep.
racing.
Thank you.
Being that there's, I think 2 or 3 of you guys on track, do you guys have any plans on entering the GT Pro Championship, the team championship?
That's the one that runs on Saturdays, correct?
Yes.
Maybe. It's been very briefly discussed, but it's
got-
still in the works.
It
We're
does have
deciding.
a cash prize, so a little motivation there.
Yeah. We're still a fairly new team, so we're still getting our plan and schedules and stuff sorted out. So
Okay, well, you guys are showing lots of promise. It's showing a lot of pace as well.
yep, that's what we're aiming for.
Well, thank you, guys. Doubleheader next week. Anything? How you feel about that at Snetterton?
Pain.
What was that?
Seems there. Snetterton being like my home track, I live quite close by there. I should really love it, but I'm not a fan, honestly.
Interesting. So we'll be looking for you for some hometown hero antics next week, Nathan.
Don't expect much.
After today, I think we have every right to expect a ton. Great racing today, and good job to you both.
Thank you.
All right,
All right, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, guys. You guys have a great one, and we'll see you next week.
you too.
Me too.
Nate, do we have anyone else coming in for interviews?
I mean, let's see, chat. Anybody? I think the chat's inactive. I mean, we can. Let's see. No, I don't think so. No, we're fine. So on that,
All right.
Nate and Will, thanking you all for joining us. Making this all possible. Big thanks to the racers, obviously, as well, and the stewards. Big shout out to the Patreon subscribers whose names I don't have on a list, or I would shout them out. So big thanks to you guys and allowing us to do everything we do. Great stuff here. Exciting racing. Looking forward to the doubleheader next week because hopefully that should just equate to twice as much as excitement as there's 2 races. But yeah, I'll leave it with Will to sign off.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe to the stream, whether you're on YouTube or check us out on Kick. A little bit, maybe you haven't heard of Kick before, but go over there, give it a shot, give it a like and subscribe, and yeah, we will see you. Well, Nate and I'll see you if you guys tune in for the rookie race on Wednesday. Otherwise, we'll probably be hosting this one again next week. So take care, guys, and have a good rest of your Sunday.